I told him I talked to officers in the ministry. They told me they are processing your payments. I believe very soon you will resume work. But I want to assure you, the locals have all eyes on you people. There's already a complaint. The guy told me, there's no problem, our materials are very safe. Just yesterday to hear that materials have been moved from site, and when we went to the police to check on the suspects, he was one of them. And this other Mzee you talked about, the one who does the steel work,
yes,
I was surprised to see Mzee there.
it's telling me.
Very surprised.
Huh?
And those guys,
And he's the only one.
those are the guys who can really do good work on site. So, we are, according to me, I want to concur with the chairman's statement. We need that project completed.
Yes.
Whether you like it or not, it must be completed at your own cost. And the decision as to how you are going to deal with the suspects, I cannot make any statement about that.
Yes.
That's the only thing I can say. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes,
thank you very much. Chairman, this project, I valued it more than almost everybody, because that is in my own parish. When we went for the handover of this work, RDC is there, my witness. I talked to these people. I told them we don't want shoddy work. I even explained to them that the previous people who did some work, their cement were stolen, and we emphasize stealing of materials.
Sorry?
And I'm so surprised that even the contractor themselves are part of this. For me, I concur with you. Yes, let the project go on, but these very contractors have to be put to task as to why they are letting us down. Because at the end of the day, it is our people who will have poor service delivery. These are contractors who may never even step on that bridge. Some of them, they will never step on that bridge. We made sure we told them that you have come here. Don't just come here to exploit our people. But if they are the same people, after talking to them, they are doing the same. We shall be there almost every day. I'm there. By the way, I get a lot of complaints. Even when that 40 bags of cement disappeared, the people came to me that, Madam, the things are now going in the lorry. Unfortunately, I was not at home. But I reported that matter to the RDC. I remember me and the deputy RDC, we went together there. Again, we talked to them. They told us it was an error. Cement were overloaded there by 40. I said, how can you make an error by putting 40 bags of cement excess? So for me, I suspected that one was part of the deal by the contractor. They cannot run away from that. But all the same, let us be vigilant, let us allow them, but if there's anything, these people must be put to book. If there's any contractor who has has a share in that stealing, let the law take it on course. We wouldn't mind a contractor going buying bags. Okay. It will be a lesson to the others. Thank you.
That's true. Thank you. Members, I'm changing it a bit. When RDC has to reach the site, we hear from him, and the car will do other technical things while they are going.
I think, Jim, I have nothing to say. Mine is already investigations are ongoing. What should I say now? Take on the investigations, I'll make my own report with the engineer to Kampala.
Thank you,
Yes,
Chairman. I
RDC
observe the protocol. This is a very critical matter. This is a project from the ministry, minding that I am the representative of central government. The media is around. The evidence of stealing things are there. The contractor is several called and is not surfacing, is presenting as the representative instead of him coming. I've already seen a very big loophole if we are not managing this contract properly. You, representative of the central government, I want to tell you, of the contractor, I want to tell you very openly, you are colluding with thieves. Get me very clear. You are colluding with thieves. And I'm not trusting the Askaris working at the site. And those Askaris are brought by you. You can't bring a UPDF officers with the guns and people are coming to loading materials at night on a truck. It's not just something someone cannot see. It is any open, it takes a process. How can the UPDF not see? The people who are supposed to protect the site are there, but they cannot institute an arrest, not even once. Now you are telling people, as a contractor, you have never witnessed any theft case that it is just this one which has happened. When the community's outcry is just eminent, it is known. People are saying they are stealing things, they are stealing things. You are a suspect. Get me very clear, this man must make a statement. How can you, as the site managers, go all for is it a leave? You leave a very huge... How possible is that? Sincerely. And since yesterday this incident has happened, you have never looked for the DPC, you have never come to the district stakeholders to report, I have a problem, they have stolen things, you are just there. Even we sat here with the chairman, almost 8:30, we are waiting for the contractor to come. Are these people the owners of that company? Are these people just, I started wondering, a contractor hears an iron bar is being stolen. The next thing you can do is to reach at the site, report to the police, and get the site manager on board. But since yesterday we are looking for the contractor as if it is what? You man, you don't have capacity to defend this man. You are one of the
You even put him in.
What I'm saying, for me,
you don't know what you are talking about.
Well, you can have this.
You don't know what you are talking about.
Now, this is a contempt of law.
Now,
It is not a matter of defending one.
you cannot
These are-
defend
Let
it.
him go and write a statement. These are facts on the board.
People have said, first way, people have said,
You will be arrested. right?
people have said 40 bags of the material, bags of the cement was left the site and it was offloaded in town. Me, RDC and the DPC, I want to know where is that soap where those things were offloaded. How did it happen?
Yes, we are going
You see,
there for
that is
here.
the first thing. Two, I want to tell you, whether you are going to finish the work after 9 months, after 10 months, the contract you sign with those people are there. We are about two things. About the quality of the work you do. You know, when the contractor is not at the site, people are stealing materials. He budgets the stage at which that very material is supposed to what? Execute the work. So when the materials get disappeared before reaching that stage, the contractor can reserve himself. Then that's the stage where people start doing shoddy work because they will start compromising the material. It will result into the what? Into shoddy work. Am I lying? Now, we have got an evidence. The person who has disappeared is one of you. Not a district staff, not a local what. It is you. You don't give a better report for your person who is the managing director or what. You give a different information. That's why you are trying to paint this thing. You see that man is this and that. You are conniving with those people. Because if you were the contractor managing director yourself, but you are acting or you are representative of that man does not know exactly what is happening on the ground. I am sure there is a hiding of information for that man. You give us the contact number of that man, chairman is here, we call this man, let this man come on ground. If we were to execute this whatever. And two, we are not releasing that foreman until he tells us he has been doing this work with who.
The foreman is on the run. He's not there.
But they know
They
where the
arrest, they know
foreman
where
is.
he is.
This one will know.
They can even call him.
It is the foreman is picked by the company. Company knows where he got his foreman.
Probably the brother.
You see?
And
You see this?
These
So,
people even
what I
subcontracted.
can say is,
My dear.
for us,
This job is subcontracted.
Chairman, as part of the way forward for this issue, we need a contractor, the real contractor,
our MD.
your MD, managing director, to come. If he's not coming, you must put it in writing. Two, the engineer, you assess the level of that work, write your report, give to the cow write to the ministry. That we are not happy with the work the contractor is doing. The contractor does not present himself to the district, but people are stealing things, and the people who are stealing materials at the site are the people employed by the contractor. We don't know their background. The evidences are there, the exhibit is in the police. Let us, the contractor should come. The ministry should do as much as possible to either summon the contractor. We must have a meeting with the contractor here, site meeting. 3, have you resumed the site or not yet?
Not
Are you seeing that, Chairman?
What is the problem?
We are behind the schedule, but even the contract is being halted by the contractor. The reason it's best known by them.
What is the problem?
Now, amidst this, if you are complaining because of the materials, and yet the materials are being stolen,
We are not
you are not at the site. You are saying that we are not at the site because there is no material. But again, what has been stolen is a material. What kind of material are you using? Is the contractor aware that the material is not at the site? That's why the the workers are not at the site. Or it is your local arrangement at the site that will should disappear. Then
You
find-
don't do, but you're always in a camp.
Look at the material. You know, it can be a game. Say that let us see, move away, we leave them, then they call, you go and load the what? The material. So that when something happens, they say that we were for a leave. This is just a game. So, as part of our whatever, let the responsible representative of the contractors go and make a statement at the police, let the crime intelligence investigate. As you give us a reschedule to start the work, because we don't have that, they said they are not at the site. When are they reporting? They should give us their new schedule through the district engineer that we are resuming the site ABCD, so that we are aware that they will be coming at the site on that very day. As the police keep on doing the investigation, as the engineer writes his report to the CAO, as CAO writes to the ministry, then they copy also the office of the RDC. With this few remarks, Chairman, I also want to appreciate you for having called for the meeting, but it is a serious issue. It's not just a meeting. Let us take it up seriously. Let the file continue. Even it goes to state. Even if how professional those people who are inside are, but they are thieves. They are thieves. We cannot just release them because we want them to do the work. No, those people are thieves. Let them remain there. They keep on investigating the ones who are at the site. And then as the contractor keep on coming, each one does his work. We don't stop the site. It is you who have already stopped the site. We actually wanted to know why the site was stopped. We're not going to stop the site. Our interest there is to see that the project is completed. You are behind the schedule, just 40%. You are remaining with around 2.5 or 3 months to complete. How will you complete when you are still 40%? So we shall only write to the ministry to understand it better, either to allow you to proceed or to stop you. We can't stop. But we cannot accept you to stay at the site without doing work. Because that one can easily attract the interest of planning to stay. You see that? So thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are going for an inventory. We want to visit the site.
They have already reached the waiting for that.
It's okay.
So thank